everyone. Guess who's back? Surprise. I know it's only been about 2 weeks. But I'm back. I couldn't stay away from YouTube. And the amazing friends that I've met through this wonderful. Oh, by the way, I'm definitely wearing a dress. It just doesn't look like it. But the support I've gotten since the failed IUI has been tremendous, and I just know I can't continue without doing YouTube. And I'm not ready to give up as much as I was after the treatment. It was really hard to go through another. This is our 4th failed IUI. And what was even worse about that is I was okay with the failed IUI. I was just ready to move on to the next cycle. But the worst part was to go in for my day 3 baseline and get, just look at the screen, and there, she sticks the wand in, she does my cervix, and then she goes over to the right side, and there's just this big black hole. And I was just like, holy shit. And I knew what it was because I had this feeling that I had a cyst. I had this feeling that I was going to go in and they were going to cancel the cycle. I just had this feeling. And I was like, what is that? And I knew what it was. I was hoping she was going to say magic. Like, I don't know. But she was like, it's a cyst. And I was like, crushed. And she's like, all right, let me just go over to the left side. And she was poking around and seeing anything, and all of a sudden another big black hole shows up. And she just pulls the wand out, and she's like, I'm really sorry. And she's like, hopefully I'll see you next month. So I waited like all day, like I was in an awful mood. I waited all day for them to, I had the day off because it was the Friday after 4th of July. So I waited like all day in hopes that they would, call and say they were going to put me on birth control for 2 weeks and then we'd start again or whatever. But they called and they were kind of really rude, and they were like, we're canceling the cycle and you can call us the next time you get cycle day 1. Like, that was it. End of story. And I got really mad, and I was like, really? Like, that's what you're gonna say to me? Like, I just ordered medication, I bought medication, and granted that's my own fault for doing that, but if I didn't, it wouldn't have gotten here for day 3. So and they just blew me off, and I was like, I really don't understand this. I'm on over 2.5 years, and I've done 4 failed IUIs, and now I have cysts. You won't say I have PCS, but you kind of say I have PCOS, but you won't treat me. And I like flipped out, and she got like kind of defensive, and then she was like, well, you can just call the doctor and make an appointment with her. And I was like, okay. And I was like, what about IVF? And I was like, the only problem is I don't have insurance right now, but I will have insurance in a couple months. And she was like, well, it's expensive. And I'm like, I get that, but I don't want to start the process when I get insurance and then have to wait so long. Like, I'd rather go meet, have a plan, and then go back when I have insurance so that we have the plan all set in place and we can just go. And she was just like, I'll tell the doctor you're going to call for a consultation, and hung up the phone on me. So the way that ended was really kind of crappy. And then so I went to acupuncture on Tuesday to do a crazy, really, really, really intense treatment to try and get the cyst to burst so I can still try and ovulate this month. It's basically when a cyst is that big, and it's on both ovaries. They were 3.2 centimeters and 3 centimeters. So that's roughly a little bit over an inch on each side. So it takes up room, and the follicles that may be releasing an egg may be underneath it, so it won't be able to actually release the egg. I don't know if that's like the best way to explain it. So, there's a huge chance that you won't ovulate until the cysts are gone. Granted, there's no proof that birth control makes the cysts go away faster than it does not doing it. But, not that I wanted to go on birth control, but I just wanted to have a plan, and to not have a plan and to just sit here and wait and not even know if they're going away because I'm not being monitored is kind of frustrating. But, so anyways, so I had acupuncture, and then I just got a bill today from my insurance company denying coverage of my IUI. So I have to spend all day dealing with that, which will be fun. It was a $1,559 bill for the IUI. So something happened with that, because if they told me it was covered and then it's not covered and now I have to pay this much, are you kidding me? Like, I'm so done with insurance companies. So, anyways, so my channel. So what am I going to do for the next month? Well, we weren't going to try. We were going to try. We're not trying, but we're going to try. We're really just trying to get as healthy as we can. With IVF, I've been doing a lot of research, and unfortunately, I don't fit the criteria for IVF because my BMI is over what they want. So, although I'm not huge, I'm a big girl. I'm, 5'9". I'm big boned. I will never be skinny, and I've accepted that, but I've never had a low BMI ever, and it's not, when they do my body fat really isn't, percentage-wise, isn't high, but they go by BMI, which is stupid, and it's not really a true representation of your body. So, I'd have to get down, basically starve myself to get into the category that they want. So I have to do that. So I have to work out and get even more healthy, which I don't know how that's even possible because I basically eat like a rabbit. So I'm trying to do that, but a huge part of it is this PCOS thing. So I have an appointment for a routine physical in 2 weeks, and I'm going to have my primary care run a bunch of tests for me. I'm like trying to do a lot of research to find what I need to do. But there's a huge connection with really low vitamin D and PCOS. And like I've told you guys before, my vitamin D was a 29, I think, the last time I had it checked, and that's insufficient. It's not like the really bad. There's like 4 categories. It's not the really bad one, but it's the one right there. And it needs to be higher. It needs to be between 50 and 80. So I'm going to have them run a bunch of tests for me, and then a lot of blood work, and try and figure this out. They've said from the get-go that I've had PCOS, and they wanted me on metformin. So here's my thing. I don't really want to be on metformin because of all the symptoms and the side effects. So I did a lot of other research, and I found that Fairhaven Health has the Ava Boost. And I got that, and I've started taking that. I'm not doing it 4 times a day. I'm taking it twice a day. As I have like a whole other freaking corral of vitamins that I take every day. And my husband started taking Maca. And he's been taking L-arginine for 2 years. And it's helped him fertility wise. His numbers have gotten really good. So I'm going to start taking that as well. But I think the two of us really have some hormone issues, especially since my husband has celiac disease. He doesn't get the vitamins that he needs. So we've really been trying to find a good balance for the two of us. And I'm telling you, I don't know if this is just a weird coincidence, but the Ava Boost, I've been really exhausted from it, because it has melatonin in it, and it says right on it, if you are susceptible to sleeping medication, like, be careful taking this. Well, I am like super, like, I knock out. So the first day I was like, whoa, what is going on? But I feel good on it. Like, my vitamins right now, I feel really good on them. And I feel like I'm losing weight. I lost 1.5 pounds this week, whether that was just the water weight I've been holding on to, but I feel good, and mentally I feel better. And of course I'm still pissed. Like, I'm always going to be mad that it isn't us and it's not happening, but right now this is what I have control of. I can control what goes in my body, and I can't control how my body's going to take it, but I can control what I put in and how much exercise I do and the stress level, and kind of just figure it out. And I think that this was like a really hard stop for me to say, whoa, like, I have been so stressed out for the past year. I mean, 2.5 years since we started trying. I knew something was wrong, but I think after the miscarriage, I don't think I really ever got over it. Not that I think you ever do get over it, but it just, like, sucks that it happened naturally, and then to go and do a fertility treatment and it not to work at all. So I am turning my faith back onto, I'm not really religious, by the way, but like, whoever is watching over me, and I just want them to, I don't know, perform a miracle. And hopefully it will happen. I don't know. I mean, there's people getting pregnant every day. Like, maybe I'll get the lucky draw. I don't know. So long story short, we are trying naturally until we can get insurance to do IVF. I'm not doing another IUI, because I didn't react to the drugs the way they wanted me to. I was on Gonal-F and Follistim, which are they're the same, like, compound, they're derived differently. So people respond to them differently. I didn't respond to either of them. But then my body continued to grow the follicles. So that will most likely happen every single time I do injectables. So that means if I do another IUI in September, I will have to take October off. And then I'm already down to 5 cycles a year. I got about maybe probably 6 or 7 cycles a year because I skip cycles all the time. So now you want to cut it out even more. So I'm done. It's, we're going to hit the 3-year mark in January, and I want to do IVF. And that's the end of the story. So we're just going to keep trying naturally, and keep taking the vitamins, use the pre-seed. I haven't temped at all this cycle. I just don't feel like doing it. So I'm not going to temp, I don't think. I might just do it after I think I ovulate, because I know what maybe a few days before, and then I can see the spike. But yeah, I don't know. So I don't know what this channel is going to be, because I don't really have anything to tell you guys besides that I'm trying naturally, and I don't know. So I think I might just do a couple reviews of some vitamins I take, how they're working, a little bit more about my diet, because I do eat gluten-free and pretty healthy. I'm pretty proud looking back at what I ate in college compared to what I eat now, but I'll do some reviews, and I don't know, we'll just see. But I can't step away from talking to you guys through my computer. So I'm here, I'm back, I'm okay. I'm getting there. I have ups and downs, days where I'm really positive and like I really think it's going to happen on its own, and then other days where I'm like devastated and I think it's only going to happen if we do IVF. So that being said, I do have a huge congratulations to Beth, who had a successful IUI, and 2 IUIs, and she had back-to-back, and she got pregnant on her vacation, and it's in writing that I am a pregnancy psychic. She is, so my friend, she's the 4th person, the 4th. So my friend in January, I recommended her to go to my RE, and I said, you know what? I bet you're going to be a one and done deal. Pregnant after 1 IUI. My friend from high school that I met up with, because she posted something about planting a tree for her 3 miscarriages. We got together, and she had just had her IUI like 5 days before we had gotten together. I hadn't seen her in like 8 years. And she was like, the sperm count was so low. It was, I don't think it worked. It was a really bad scenario. They just did it. And I looked at her and I go, I think it worked. I'm like, I'm telling you right now, it worked. What do you know? 5 days later, she gets a positive pregnancy test. She is, I think, 10 or 11 weeks now. My hairdresser, I finally open up and tell her that I'm going through all this, and bam, she's pregnant with her 3rd out of nowhere. Okay, awesome. And now, Beth, I told her, I said, I really feel like this one's it. I was like, I really feel like this is your time. And I was thinking about her while she was on her vacation, and I was like, but you know what? She's going to come back with a positive pregnancy test. I just knew it. And what do you know? She came back with a positive pregnancy test. So I am hoping that this little bean sticks, which I think it will. It sounds good. And I'm excited to follow her journey. And everyone else is just getting pregnant. So I'm still following all of your journeys. Sometimes I cry. But I love watching how happy you guys are. And it's so crazy to watch your bellies grow and watch these little babies grow. And there's twins everywhere. And I can't wait to virtually meet all your little babies when they come along. So I know my time will come, and it's just taking longer than we wanted, and we will just learn to patiently wait for it to come. But in the time being, I am just going to sit here and live life and drink wine. But hopefully I'll be back at some point with some type of review, or I don't know what else I should do. I've only ever made TTC videos, so I don't know what I should do or what I should share with you guys. So if you have any ideas or you want to know more, or I don't know, just comment below. And thank you for watching, and thank you for your support and your comments and your messages and your Facebooks messages are just, they make me smile and remember that it's okay to be sad, and it happens, but to have the support that you ladies give is just unbelievable. And I can only hope that many more TTCers join this community, because I would be lost without you ladies. And I'm so thankful for the friendships, virtual friendships I've created. And hopefully one day I can travel the US and meet all of you. I had a dream that I did that. I did a documentary, I can't speak, of everyone that's on YouTube, and I went and we videoed and all that. It was crazy. And then I woke up. I have crazy dreams. They're crazy. But anyways, that's it. This video is super long. You guys are probably extremely bored, and I will talk to you soon.